In this video, we are going to learn how to work with transactions. Okay, now we already know what this term transaction is all about. We have already spoken in some previous video. So let's understand how to implement this in MySQL. PDO offers transaction support for those databases capable of executing transactions. Three PDO methods facilitate transaction tasks: begin transaction, commit, and rollback. So majorly we make use of these three methods in transaction: begin transaction, commit, and rollback. So let's see these three in detail. Beginning a transaction. This method disables auto commit mode. Actually, by default, auto commit mode is on. That means whenever we insert any data or delete any data, that cannot be rolled back. Means then we cannot go to our previous state. That will be committed. Means changes will be committed. Then we cannot go to the previous step. Let's say if I delete any particular row, so then I cannot retrieve that particular row once again if the auto commit mode is on. So this method will disable this mode, meaning that any database changes will not take effect until the commit method is executed. So when you actually use this method, begin transaction, it will disable this mode. So all the changes that you have done, means if either you have inserted any particular row or deleted something, that changes will not take effect until you run this method. So manually you will have to make all the changes by running this commit method. Okay, so commit method means it we are basically saying that commit all the changes that I have done, so please make those changes. And once either commit or rollback is executed, auto commit mode will automatically be enabled again. So when we run this auto commit or rollback method, again this auto commit mode will be on. So again we will have to manually set it to off if we want. So after each and every transaction, we will have to set this auto commit mode to off if we want. Next comes committing a transaction. The commit method commits the transaction. Okay, prototype is very easy. Simply use this method. Then rollback. The rollback method negates any database changes made since begin transaction was executed. Let's say you inserted some rows, you deleted many rows, but if you don't want to make that changes, if you again want to go back to your default state where you were, then you can make use of rollback method. Okay, so it will take you to the previous state, to your default state. So all the changes will be rolled back. Okay, now this is theoretical, I know. So let's now go to PHP MyAdmin and let's look at this practically, so then it will become more clear. Okay, so I'm inside my PHP MyAdmin and I'm in the database called test database. So here what I'm going to do is, very firstly I will create a table and I will insert some values and I will perform all the operations related to transaction. Means I'm going to run all the methods, rollback, commit, and all. Okay, so let's see. I'll first say create table customers, and here I'll just say username, which is let's keep username as varchar 50, and the second column let's keep it as email, which is also varchar. I'll just say 50. Okay, so I'm just creating a table customer which has two columns, username and email. Then the second step that I will do is I will just say start transaction. Means I'm just starting the transaction. Here I will say insert. I will just insert some values into this table. Insert into customers, username, email, values. Let's keep the values as Kevin. Then we have kevin@gmail.com. Okay. So what I have done so far is I am creating a table and I'm starting all the transaction. It is necessary to write this. Then only all the methods like commit and rollback will work. Okay. So I'm just saying. Now here, one thing to note, I'm inserting. So that means in here, the auto commit mode is on. So whenever if I insert any value, that will be committed. So this change will be committed. And even if I try to roll back, uh, I won't be able to roll back because now the changes are auto committed. Okay, so currently the auto commit mode is on. Okay, but still I will just write here commit. Still I will write commit. Okay, and now I will let's say set auto commit to off. Now I'm just setting this auto commit mode to 0, means I'm disabling this mode. Now let's say insert into customers, customer, username, email, values. Let's say Vatsal, Vatsal@gmail.com. Okay, I'm inserting this, and what I will do here, I will just say delete from customer where username is equal to Kevin. Okay, and then I will just say here roll back. So this is the entire code. Very firstly, I'm creating a table and I'm starting the transaction. Now I'm inserting this row inside this table. Now here the auto commit mode is on. So even if I don't specify commit, it will be automatically committed. Then I'm just disabling auto commit mode here so that it cannot be auto committed. Okay, and I'm inserting a new row, Vatsal, and I'm trying to delete this row, Kevin. Okay, this row, and I'm just saying rollback, means these two changes will not take into effect. This rollback, huh. So what I will do here is I'll just say execute. I'll just click on go. Okay, it has given us some okay, so as you all can see, the table customers was created. Actually, it gave us an error, but still the queries got executed. Okay. So as you can see, this row insert Kevin has been inserted, but one thing, Vatsal row hasn't been inserted. See, when I turned off the auto commit mode at that time, I just wrote one more insert statement. I was inserting one more row, but that did not get inserted. Why? Because I said rollback, and even I tried to delete this row, but it did not happen because I said rollback. Okay, so rollback means the changes will not take place, and commit means all the changes will take place. So I will just show you once again the queries. Okay, it was something like this. First, we inserted the row Kevin, then we committed this changes, and then we set the auto commit mode to 0, means we disabled this mode. We tried inserting the another row Vatsal, and we tried deleting this row Kevin, but it did not happen. Why? Because I just rolled back, so it did not make any changes. Okay, so this is how transactions work. Okay, commit, rollback, and all these methods. So this was all about transactions in MySQL. Thank you.